Yo, yo, what's good? What's good?
What's going down?
Look who we have in the building. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's going down? It's Big J Moe, H-Town's finest, made guy. What's going on?
Okay. So, Big J Mo. For those who's living under a rock, let them know where you from, bro.
Man, so I was born in, Greensboro, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I lived there till like 4th grade or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My tea lady, mom, you know what I'm saying? She ended up getting a job out here in Houston, so we moved out here when I was in like the 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? So for all intents and purposes, I'm a Houstonian, man.
Sure. Okay. How was it like? If you can remember, do you remember like the difference? Like, how was it different from there compared to here, if you can remember?
So, North Carolinians, you know what I'm saying? They consider themselves.
That's a new one.
South.
I never heard of that one. North Carolinians.
North Carolinian.
Okay.
Yeah, that's someone from North Carolina.
Message.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They consider themselves the South, which it is. I mean, they fought in the Confederacy. You know what I'm saying? But when you move to Houston, like you move to Texas, like okay, I'm in the South. So
right.
I know, like, as far as like a difference,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I would say North Carolina was more Eastern, like it's more East Coast. I remember saying words like fat, yo, you know what I'm saying, when I moved out here, and people told me like, man, we don't say that out here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you have any brothers, any sisters, or is it just you?
So I have 6 sisters and 2 brothers. So I have one sister that I grew up with. That's my mom's, daughter or whatever. We grew up together, and we moved out here together. So we grew up together, and then I have 5 more sisters and 2 brothers from my father. So,
okay.
I'm cool with everybody. I'm cool with all my family now, but I just didn't grow up with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing your shit, bro? How long you been rapping?
Man, so I can remember rapping for real, like we used to get ready for the football games or whatever, and that was like 7th grade. Somebody would be tapping on the back of the bus, and we'll start rapping, before we headed to the game. Coaches used to turn around and tell us to be quiet or whatever, but that was our thing. That's how we got ready to play or whatever. So, man, I would say probably, 12 or 13, I started rapping, and probably like the first time I ever went in the studio for real, I was probably about 17, 18 years old.
Okay. I heard you say, coach, you played football? Or you was an athlete, huh?
Yeah, so I played a little ball, man. I played, 7th grade. I played, through high school, 10th grade, 11th grade, man. But at that point in time, you start feeling yourself, you know what I'm saying? And man, me and the coaches didn't get along, man, and when you look back, you realize the mistakes you made, man. I had a terrible attitude, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say I would have made it to the NFL or anything like that, but I played ball or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. So you say you've been taking it serious as far as rapping since about like 18?
Probably about 17, 18, man. First went to the studio and started recording, and I always loved music. Shit, even from a kid, I remember just like making tapes, recording all the rappers, Biggie, Tupac, whatever was on the radio, Snoop, recording it. You know what I'm saying, and playing it back. And I would be the only cat in school who, when the song came on, I knew all the words. I remember cats used to be like, man, that just came out 2-3 days ago, but I already know it because I didn't listen to it so much. So I always been a fan of the music, man.
Okay.
Sure.
So growing up, who did your parents listen to, to maybe somewhat influence you as far as in your music diversity?
So as far as like growing up or whatever, you know, my mom was a big gospel, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was like I really never even heard secular music, you know what I'm saying, till I started doing it on my own. You know, I remember me and my sister, we bought the Snoop Dogg tape, Doggy Style or whatever. Like, we had to sneak it. Like, that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? My mom wouldn't let us listen to that back then. We had to sneak that tape. So, yeah, we listened to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, then Biggie, like, as I got, you know, in the middle school or whatever, like, Biggie really spoke to me. Of course, you know, Pac, Scarface, but Biggie really spoke to me, man. Like, he really spoke to me. And then as I, you know, got out here into Texas and into that South, and, you know, you start listening to UGK, A-Ball and MJG, man, and that was just like, man, I just love the way them boys rap, man. Them boys had so much flow. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, I ain't gonna say I patterned myself after them, but if I had influences, those are the cats that influenced me the most, for sure.
Street Elegance. Let's do it. When you sitting on top, they gon' get your back.